everybody, CW here. Okay, let's look at this a little bit closer. What I've got going on here and what I'm seeing. I don't know that I can make that any better for you. I'm kind of cramped. That's better. Okay. So, I'm thinking most of my issue is with the trigger guard. And we're talking about the fitment here and the binding and the fact that the floor plate, when it closes on this one, there's room. Okay? There's room. When it closes in this one, it's all rubbery, so it's sticky. Real snug, tight fit. When it closes in this one, well, right away, if you can see this up here, it's not centered on the hole. It needs to go forward. And then when it comes down, it doesn't fit. So what I see here is I've got to relieve this front piece and I got to relieve back here, because this one actually doesn't seem as bad lining up with the hole. This one is obviously not right. Let me see if I can get you in here so you can see. You can see the silver in the back. That's the bedding pillar. So when this goes in, let's see if I can do this so that you can see. When this goes in, oh, all right, I guess I can force it. But what does that do back here? It doesn't do anything. It still doesn't go. Back here, it's still too long. Just ever so slightly too long. So I guess I can force it. I guess I can force it to fit. But what I'm finding is I got a green mark back here because I'm going to trim that out. Because I pushed it down, I really got it pushed in. And it's not awful. I can live with that. It doesn't need to be inlet farther. It's just binding. And it's popping out when it binds. So it's flush, it's in there. It's down far enough. I compared both stocks and it's fine. But I think it's just the rubber tolerances on these. You see that way? Okay. Yeah, that's nicely centered. Let's see about this one. That one looks nicely centered too. All right, let me pop out this, and then we'll look again and see if that doesn't disappear. See if we don't see that silver ring anymore. Okay, we don't. No silver ring. No silver. Okay, so that's it. I figured it out. It's literally just the rubber is just cramping things. So maybe if I just put it together, in other words, put everything together and then put these screws in the action, put these screws in, screw it down, and then open it up and then put the middle screw in and let it bind out here. No, that's not right. I'm going to relieve this. I'm going to carefully trim this rubber just a little bit, front and back, with a razor knife. I think I can go slow and keep it clean. And then it should be fine because it showed that it lined up. So let me get a brand new razor and some really good light. And I've got a magnifier. I got a magnifier light, and I can work Let me do that. Let me get all that set up. I can't show it to you because it's modification. YouTube won't let me show it to you. But I can tell you the problems and how I'm going to fix them. And now that I look at this, I wonder if I could swap out my stainless steel studs. I should be able to. I should be able to swap my stainless steel studs onto this stock instead of having the blued ones. Just noticed that too. All right. Let me make this happen and I'll come back. Stand by. It'll be a second for you. All right, I got it cut. Let's see if I can show you what I've been able to do here before I pull this out. It went okay. I don't know if I can go more. Okay, let me get it underneath the camera here. Okay, there we go. Let me back out just a little bit to make you not crazy. I cut that just a little bit all the way down. Now I'm going to come in here and pull it out. And hopefully it's going to work fine. I got the back done already, so stand by. There's the piece I cut out of the front there. So let's try it in and see how it fits. There we go. So I'm not really happy with these screws. These are new screws, and I don't have the bag here, but they're Forester. They should be quality stuff. I looked and looked and looked and been waiting and waiting for stainless screws. These are the factory screws, but they're Phillips, and they're junk. You can't get a torque on them. They're junk. They're junk. Phillips screws have no place in firearms. None. Allens or Torx. Or good quality straight. I've got good bits. Got proper good hollow ground, proper gunsmithing bits. You know, it's a good hollow ground tip. And this front screw, I was able to get it in and get it torqued. But the back one, I know I had it in there good, but it's all fudged up. It's all fudged up. It walked right out. I got to get it cleaned up a little. It's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to have to order new screws. But part of my problem was this screw was a little bit too long, and I didn't realize it. And it came right up, and it stopped, and it was a dead stop, nice, like I expected with the bedding, like this one does. And this one's a whisker short. I'd like to see another couple of threads on this one, but whatever. And you can see it's the bedding. I mean, my cutout is imperfect, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And now we're flush. You know, we got a good look. Everything looks like it's supposed to, and the trigger guard, the floor plate rather, opens and closes, latches. Everything's good. The function of the bolt, everything's good. Safety works. Gun fires. Everything's perfect. So we're good. I like the stock. I like the looks of it. I like the feel of it. It's got a bigger feel to it than the other stock. I mean, it's a little bit chunkier. You know, you got your hands full a little bit more. But I don't mind it. It's not a lightweight small gun. It's a 24-inch medium barrel contour 30-06 that frankly kicks a little bit. Shooting it on the bench the other day with some of the heavier loads, it smacks pretty good. So there we go. I do like the look, and I'm going to change out these studs from the blued to the stainless that were on the other stock, just to complete the look. But there we go. Fit is really nice everywhere else, and it's fine down here. It's fine down here. That's not a problem. So my problem really was my oversight, not seeing that this screw was too long, which allowed this to walk out, making me think that the bedding was bad, when in reality it just wasn't sinking down, pulling this together the way it's supposed to. So I trimmed that screw off, and I got it fine. And then adjusting the rubber in here, because it was pushing in just a little bit each side to make this so that it would not latch. So it was simply the rubber. And as you saw, I could have forced it out and in, and then tighten these action screws, and then come back and tighten this one, because the way these torque, that's, you know, this one isn't really torqued down anyway. It's kind of like snugged in the middle. These are torqued, and it would have been fine. But now I know it's good. Everything fits fine, no problems. I was on the phone yesterday with Hogue for a while, and they turned me over to a tech, and he was pretty good. We talked about a lot of stuff and got a lot of stuff figured out. And I sent him pictures to show what I was going through, what I was finding, and I haven't not heard back from him yet, but it's only been a day and he's got other things to do, so I didn't want to wait anymore, so I just jumped on this, and I got it done. So there we go. Just want to make a quick video. I'll get this, get some more loads loaded and get back out on the range. We're going to try Varget. I tried H4350 and I got pretty good results. I could live with it if I had to, but I've got Varget, so let's try it. It's another temperature sensitive powder, and it should be okay. I'm not looking for, you know, screaming top velocity. I just want a good accurate load that's going to put me where I should be, which is around 2900. So if I can get upper 28s, obviously low 29s, I'll be perfectly happy with a 165. With a 24-inch barrel, I would drop that back to, you know, mid 28s, low 28s with a 22-inch barrel. But with the extra 2 inches of barrel, should be about 40 feet per second or so per inch. So that's about 80 feet per second, 75 feet per second. So that puts me up where I should be, which is, you know, right at 2900. So that's what I want to be. All right. God bless everybody. See, I'll be out.